Today we're going to be talking about types of people, four types of people. No, we're not going to be talking about like a Myers-Briggs analysis or anything like that. Instead, we're going to be talking about something very important for our instrumental variables assumptions. Okay, so let's get started. So I've got this sort of chart here. What my chart is going to be representing, here on this axis, I'm going to be saying what's going to happen when I assign a certain type of person to z equals 0. And here, I'm going to be putting down what's going to happen when I assign a certain type of person to z equals 1. So this is, we give the person no medication, we give the person medication. Okay, now let's really make this concrete. Okay, so I said there are four types of people. What are the types of people that I'm actually talking about? So type of person number 1. This type of person we call an always taker. Always taker. Okay, the always taker is someone that if we assign them to z equals 1, if we give them no medication, they're going to be by hook or by crook, go ahead and get that medication anyways. So they'll also get a equals 1. They'll take the medication regardless. And if we go ahead and we give them medication, they're still going to go ahead and take that medication. This is an always taker. Okay, next type of person. This is a never taker. Never taker. You can probably guess. The never taker is someone that if we give them no medication, they're not going to take the medication. They don't like that medication. If we give them medication, they're not going to take that medication. They're never going to take the medication. So you can see an always taker always takes, never taker never takes. An always taker, when they are treated with the instrument, they always get the treatment. And a never taker, when they are treated with the instrument, never get the treatment. Okay, that should make sense. Okay, the next type of person we're going to be talking about is a complier. Complier. A complier, you could probably already guess this, will comply with the instrument. So if we don't give them medication, they'll be like, okay, sure, I won't take the medication. And if we do give them medication, they will take the medication. They comply. This is probably the most frequent in this type of example, but there are other instrumental variables where compliers aren't as frequent. Okay, and then we have one more type of person. One more type of person. This one is the defiler, the defier. So not a defiler, a defier. This person defies. The defier, if we go ahead and we don't give them the medication, they want to just corrupt our study. They're going to go ahead and take the medication. They're going to steal it or just bribe a doctor or something like that. And if we go ahead and we don't give them the medication, or if we do give them the medication, they're not going to take it. They're going to be like, they're very stubborn. Defiers are really bad. Okay, so the final assumption, so this is kind of cool. We can divide any subset of population into these four types of people. This covers all four types of people in a population. And you notice we have this here because we've got two options and we make these two choices on each option. So 2 times 2, we get 4. So we go ahead, we get four types of people. If you are in the study, you're going to be falling into one of these groups of people. You're going to be either a never taker or a complier or a defier. Okay, what is our fourth assumption? What does it have to do with four types of people? So remember we were talking about instrumental variable analysis and the four assumptions that we need for it to hold. There is a fourth assumption here. So what is our fourth assumption? Our fourth assumption is pretty simple. You could probably already guess it. It is no defiers. We assume that in our population, we have no one that are just trying to troll the experiment. So we have no one that defies the instrument. Now, I'll talk about this, especially later on when I talk about different types of instruments. You can imagine situations where there might actually be defiers. That being said, for specific types of instruments like giving people medication or allowing people to sign up for a specific medical program, there's most likely not going to be defiers. So this assumption can hold. Okay, we're ready to start our proof of instrumental variables.